Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. Welcome to the troubleshooting guide for DTC P2118, which stands for Throttle Actuator Current Range Performance Problem, specifically for the Honda CRV models from 2011 to 2016. This diagnostic trouble code indicates a potential issue in the throttle actuator's performance that affects the vehicle's ability to predictably control engine power and responsiveness. Understanding the implications of this code is crucial for both safety and handling. The throttle actuator is an essential component located within the throttle body assembly. It controls the amount of air entering the engine, which subsequently governs engine power and efficiency. Therefore, addressing this code is paramount to ensure optimal performance and safety while driving. In this presentation, we'll explore the various aspects of this error code, starting with a detailed description and definition of its components. DTC P2118 signifies a throttle actuator current range or performance problem. The throttle actuator plays a vital role by regulating the airflow through the throttle body into the engine, influencing engine performance and efficiency. It is embedded within the throttle body, which is typically situated between the air filter and the intake manifold. When the throttle actuator malfunctions, it can lead to erratic or poor acceleration, which can significantly impact vehicle drivability. In a typical good functioning scenario, the throttle actuator must adapt its position precisely according to driver input and engine management requirements. If there are issues with the actuator's current range, the Engine Control Module, ECM, may not effectively manage engine power, resulting in the activation of this DTC, requiring immediate attention to diagnose and resolve the problem. Several causes may trigger DTC P2118. First, there could be an open wire in the SG3 ETCS line responsible for the throttle actuator control, which is crucial for signaling voltage to the throttle actuator. If these wires become damaged or disconnected, the actuator will not function correctly. Second, shorted wires within the MTR1 and MTR2 lines can also lead to erratic performance of the throttle actuator. These wires connect to the throttle body and relay crucial information back to the ECM. Additionally, possible internal circuit malfunctions within the throttle body itself can arise, which are identified through resistance checks and continuity tests. It is essential to examine each of these potential causes in depth to resolve the error effectively. Common symptoms associated with this DTC may include poor acceleration response, where the vehicle does not accelerate as expected given the position of the accelerator pedal. This can result in a frustrating driving experience and could pose safety risks. Additionally, drivers might experience unexpected engine stalling, particularly during startups or stops, due to the throttle actuator not regulating airflow properly. Furthermore, the check engine light will illuminate on the dashboard, indicating that the onboard diagnostics system has detected an issue related to the throttle actuator. Each of these symptoms can significantly affect vehicle performance, making it essential to conduct a thorough diagnostic procedure as outlined in upcoming slides. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P2118 begins with verifying the problem. Start by turning the ignition switch to the on position, which powers up the vehicle electronic systems without starting the engine. Next, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS, clear any stored diagnostic trouble codes. It is imperative to reset the DTC so that you can capture new data accurately. Following this, slowly press the accelerator pedal down to the floor. This action will prompt the vehicle systems to assess if a new instance of DTC P2118 arises, allowing you to verify whether the failure is indeed present. If the code appears again, the failure is confirmed, and you should proceed with the subsequent troubleshooting steps. Moving on to the second troubleshooting step for DTC P2118, you will begin with turning the ignition switch to the lock 0 position. This step is crucial as it powers down all electronics to safely work on the vehicle. After this, use the HDS to short the SCS line by following specific procedures in the diagnostic tool. Next, disconnect the PCM connector C, 49P, and the throttle body 6P connector. With these connectors removed, check for continuity between test points 1 and 2 of the SG3 ETCS line. This will help determine whether or not the wire is open. Continuity must exist for the circuit to be intact. If it does not, you need to repair the open wire in the SG3 ETCS line before proceeding to further steps. In step 3, you will check for shorted wires in the MTR1 and MTR2 lines. Begin by ensuring that the ignition is off and that both the PCM connector C, 49P, and throttle body 6P connector are still disconnected. Measure the continuity between test points 1 and 2 within the MTR1 and MTR2 circuits. This test will help you determine if there is a short between these two lines. A strong continuity reading indicates a problem. If a short exists, it is necessary to address and repair this short in the wiring between the throttle body and the PCM. Once repairs are completed, you will want to verify that the functionality has been restored to the system. As we arrive at step 4, the next task is to check for continuity to ground in the MTR1 and MTR2 wires. Ensure the ignition is turned off and the necessary connectors are disconnected as in previous steps. Measure continuity from the test points of the MTR1 and MTR2 wires to the body ground. If continuity exists, this indicates that the MTR1 or MTR2 wire is shorted to ground, which can severely disrupt the throttle actuator's performance. If you do find such a short, immediate repairs will be necessary to rectify this condition. Once the repair is complete, you must re-verify that everything functions as it should. In step 5, your focus moves to the throttle body's internal circuit. With the ignition set to lock and the connectors still disconnected, your next task is to measure the resistance between the 2 points on the throttle body side. For a properly functioning throttle body, the resistance should typically range between about 1.2 ohms and 1.0 kiloohms. If the resistance falls within this range, the throttle body is functioning as expected, and you would proceed to the next step. However, if the resistance reading is off target, this indicates a fault within the throttle body, and it would need replacement. After replacing, always ensure to conduct a verification check to confirm that the issue has been resolved. Step 6 further investigates the throttle body by checking for continuity to ground on the MTR1 and MTR2 connections. As before, ensure that the ignition is fully off and that the relevant connectors are disconnected. Measure continuity from the throttle body connection points to the body ground. If continuity exists, this indicates a short to ground within the throttle body assembly, which necessitates replacement of the throttle body. Should the reading show there is no continuity to ground, ensure that the throttle body's internal circuitry is functioning properly. If everything checks out, but the DTC persists, it may suggest the need to update the powertrain control module PCM with the latest software or replace it with a known good unit for further diagnostics. The final repair verification step is paramount in the troubleshooting process for DTC P2118. Begin by ensuring that all previously disconnected connectors are reconnected securely. Following this, utilize the HDS to reset the PCM to clear any residual data from previous fault codes. It is essential to complete an idle learn procedure, which recalibrates the new settings according to the system's demands. After resetting, slowly press the accelerator pedal to the floor, which helps the system reassess its performance capacity. Lastly, check again for any pending or confirmed DTCs to ensure that the error has been fully resolved. A successful completion of these tasks ensures the vehicle's throttle actuator is operating within specifications. To prevent the recurrence of DTC P2118, implementing a routine maintenance plan is essential. First, consider regular cleaning of the throttle body to remove any carbon buildup that could impair airflow. This simple step can significantly improve efficiency and responsiveness. Also, ensure that all connectors and related wiring are frequently inspected for wear and corrosion, as poor connections can lead to intermittent issues that trigger DTCs. Moreover, keeping the PCM software updated is crucial. Updated software often includes refined operating parameters that help in the effective functioning of components such as the throttle actuator. By adopting these preventive maintenance tips, you can enhance the overall health and longevity of your Honda CRV. In summary, addressing DTC P2118 requires an understanding of the throttle actuator's crucial role in managing engine power through accurate airflow control. By following the outlined troubleshooting procedures, you can pinpoint issues ranging from open wires to possible PCM faults. Each step carries significant merit and is designed to identify and rectify problems efficiently. Moreover, embracing routine maintenance practices, such as keeping the throttle body clean and ensuring reliable electrical connections, will help in preventing future occurrences of this code. Keeping your Honda CRV properly maintained will enhance performance, safety, and driver confidence. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.